I had 6 quid left. And I spent that because I went and had a drink because I needed one. That experience, yeah.
And where are you going to stay tonight?
Well, I don't know. I haven't got anywhere. I mean,
you're quite philosophical about it.
Yeah, because I mean, it just gets so ridiculous, and I get used to it, you know. Like every day it's a combination of French farce and Tarantino. It's like pure Jean-Luc Godard, you know.
Brian's decline has been gradual. Over the past 10 years, he's struggled as a freelance journalist, writing intermittently and earning very little.
There might be something in there.
This afternoon, he's selling some old books to raise money for a meal, some cigarettes and a few drinks.
Just clearing out everything at the moment. That's right, thank you. Okay, cheers. Okay, right.
7 months ago, when he could no longer pay his way, Brian had to leave the shared house where he'd been staying and began a life on the streets. He gets occasional help from support groups, but mostly fends for himself.
By accident, I was the last journalist to interview Isherwood before his death. Not knowing of his illness, I called him when I was in Los Angeles in 1985. Though half crippled by arthritis, he looked boyish, healthy, and deceptively innocent. The anonymity of California suited him. It was the first place in which he settled down after an itinerant life, and it was here that he first found a stable relationship. It was also the place where, thanks to the film version of Cabaret, he first earned a great deal of money.
Did you ever think to yourself, why am I in this situation, sleeping in this doorway?
Well, not really, no. Funnily enough, I mean, I just accept it as this is what is happening at the moment, and it won't last too long. And it's all right. I don't think, oh God, you know, what am I doing here? How did it come to this? It doesn't strike me that way.
Would you ever worry that one day suddenly you'll be bundled off to some hospital?
Well, no, I don't think it's going to happen. You see, one of my heroes is Busby Berkeley, you know, or Berkeley, the great American dancer. It happened to him. He got bundled off to a mental hospital. He wound up strapped into a stretcher in a corridor. The hospital, it went on for a couple of months. I don't know quite how it happened. I don't think he knew himself. It just happened. So it vaguely strikes me. I don't think it will happen. I mean, it strikes me that it could, yeah.
Brian is off the streets for a few days. He's found an advertising charity that has agreed to pay for a week's stay in a bed and breakfast. Since he moved in, he's rediscovered his enthusiasm to start work again and has been inspired to write several poems.
A bottle a day helps you work, rest and play. 2 bottles, they say, make you witty. But don't drink any more or you'll wind up a bore and you'll crawl around the floor like a kitty. So keep it in check, get drunk, what the heck, but don't hit the deck with no flourish. Make it smooth, keep it nice, mix with gin and some ice, let it cure colds and lice, let it nourish. Whatever you do, don't throw up down the loo. Sing a song, say salut, and then after, have a shag, have a dance, dream a dream you're in France, and please give peace a chance, treasure laughter. There's lots to be gained and nothing to lose. That's the story, the glory, the booze. I mean, on the street with a penny in my pocket and kicked away by people and arrested, and I've remained totally optimistic. I haven't sunk once into any kind of vague depression. I thought this is great, this is great, because it's going to happen someday. Maybe this time I'll win. Not maybe, I'm going to win, Years' time, I'll be quite well known and be very successful. I mean, it's a national conspiracy not to pay me a single cent. I mean, what am I supposed to do? 15 and a half weeks, they owe me 700 quid, I think. I haven't got a fiver from them. Well, I did what you
Brian
said.
is convinced he can turn his life around, but says he needs money to make a start. He's owed nearly 4 months' social security benefit and is becoming agitated by the delay.
So I came here.
He's called the charity that's been helping him to see if they can speed up his claim.
Now, what the hell do they want? Do they want to communicate with my mother by Ouija board because she died 3 years ago? What on earth else could they want? He's been writing sick notes, I know, for 25 years. There is nothing wrong with it. I'm not showing it to anyone. I'm going to have it framed and sent with a fucking writ for £1 million quid. Tell Dagny that and tell her to stuff it in her fucking arse. I'm sorry, Sue. Goodbye.
On a daily basis, if you get in a circumstance like this where you've got no more money, the benefits aren't forthcoming, there's no, what do you end up doing?
I sit in restaurants and have meals I can't afford, and the police are called, and either they arrest me or I leave stuff there. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. What is, I'm not going to beg. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
But it seems Brian's outburst may have worked. 3 days later, the DSS are finally dealing with his claim. He's been surviving by borrowing money from friends, old work contacts and cousins, his only family. He's now owed several £100 in benefits.
I met Herman Hesse's granddaughter.
Really?
She was living off her grandfather's trust.
Oh, right,
I pinched her boyfriend,
Right.
Dante.
Dante.
They locked me up in St. Luke's. I said, why am I here? They said, you're here because of your philosophy. We can't have people going around saying that the International Monetary Fund is corrupt. That's what they said to me.
Really? Yeah. Oh, I'm frightened of being locked up. I'm terrified. Every time I see a policeman, I think he's going to arrest me. I've been arrested about 6 times in the last 6 months. For no reason.
He said Diana should stay out of politics.
That's right,
and because she didn't, she was walking on eggshells.
Yeah,
and that's what my brother said to me. The reason you got into trouble is because you've been meddling in with politics. Cheap. Cheap. I don't believe this. Have you been strict?
After 3 hours of waiting, Brian has been paid more than £700.
Won the pool, he wants to be a millionaire. Oh, so... I can buy a round of drinks. Hi, with a pint of Pride, please. And a large Scotch Bells you got there. With ice, yeah, please.
What's your plans with the money?
No, I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to blow it. I'm really not. Tonight I'm going to get a hotel room, going to get some takeaway food, some wine, a few beers. I'm going to go to bed early. That's it. I'm not going to go bananas or anything.
Brian is looking for a place to stay. He's already tried 3 hotels, but they've either been full or too expensive.
£165. I'll pay that.